So I remember years ago, I thought I was so cool. I had a lowered Nissan pickup truck. For those of you that remember those old hard body looking things, had it pimped out from top to bottom, had a racing steering wheel. It was a stick shift, had the fuzzy black dice in there, had the speakers, even had the Titans bobblehead doll right on the dash. I had everything that I needed, except I hadn't really taken care of first things first. Case in point, one time I was on my way home. I was in school at MTSU. This is in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I needed to drive an hour and a half south to go to my little hometown of Hampshire, Tennessee. Well, I was taking a little back road one day, and then all of a sudden I heard this thumping noise. Boom, 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 boom. Because you don't know what a thumping noise sounds like. You need me to do it for you. Anyways, thumping noise got real fast, real bad, and this was before I had a cell phone. And before you know it, I was on the side of the road, smoke coming out of the hood. I finally flag somebody down. They take me to the nearest payphone. I didn't even have a quarter. The guy had to loan me a quarter. Super nice fellow. I called my dad shamefully, and he asked me about all the different things. He said, "Son, when's the last time you changed oil in that little slick pickup of yours?" "Oil? Yeah, you change it, right?" "Yeah, I don't know." I couldn't remember, which pretty much means I didn't. Fun fact, the guy that picked me up was somebody that my dad had gotten sideways with years ago at his old furniture store, but was still kind enough, even though he knew who I was, to still help out. Different story for a different day. So dear old dad had to drive out in the middle of nowhere, pick me up. And I was ashamed as I could possibly be, because I'm a grown man at this point. I didn't put first things first with that little lowered pickup. I had all the shinies ready, but not the important stuff. I think about this a lot when I meet with some of my small business clients, even myself. I get sidetracked. Wasn't that long ago, I was working with a client that had to have everything in place before they launched their businesses. This idea isn't just for startups, it's for all of us. This particular startup had to have everything trademarked, had to have the name just right, had to have the website perfect before they had sold a single item, had to have the color scheme perfect, had to have the fonts just right. All good things, but never had we really tested to see if this would work. And lo and behold, Murphy's Law kicked in. It spent 15, 20 grand getting all the bells and whistles correct. Good stuff, but not checking the oil. Checking the oil in this place, in this particular case for this customer, was they didn't really even know who their targeted customer was. They didn't have different price points that they had tested out. They had a product and a service that had been built out, just huge, but had never tested the most tiny viable piece of it. They hadn't seen what marketing message resonated with their clients. They had all the bells and whistles. They had the fuzzy dice. They had the bobblehead. They didn't check their oil. They're still in business, and they're still plugging along and making it. As for us and this old pickup truck, my dad was kind enough to find a junkyard that could replace the motor, with another used motor. And I learned an awful lot about putting first things first and changing the oil after that.